one of the things I saw a lot in my comments, because I read them all, was, well, I have no money. I'm like, I lived my whole life with no money, but I figured it out.
Generally speaking, investing in yourself is the best thing you can do.
Folks, if you don't have your money right, the people you should spend your time with is customers.
Want to be happy? Build a life, not just a business. So today, let's live your best belief life and learn how to earn more money with these practical tips. Okay, let's kick it off with step number 1, flip stuff with Gary Vee.
One of the things I saw a lot in my comments, because I read them all, was, well, I have no money. I'm like, I lived my whole life with no money, but I figured it out. I would just buy shit. I would buy garage sale shit. And it just got me going. I love it. It's like a hobby of mine to go garage selling.
I started doing that with clothes. I used to do that with clothes.
Dude, the amount, guys, especially like a stylish kid like you, like if you have flavor, if you're listening right now and you don't have money, but you're cool or you got flavor, you got swag, you got style, if you just spend your life in Goodwill and in thrift stores and buy shit that you think is fresh and then wear it and take a selfie and put it on eBay for 3 times the price, or like I see every day, the amount of people that buy $3 t-shirts and sell them for $35 on eBay and Etsy and Facebook Marketplace is enormous. There's no excuse in America to say you have no money, even if you're in the deepest, poorest places, because if you can literally get $1, you can buy your first t-shirt at Goodwill and get it up for $15 on Facebook. Because you know what's funny? What's funny is everybody's got a smartphone. Like you go into the poorest places in America and everybody's got a smartphone, which means you have the internet. I mean, listen, the homeless, you've got people all over on homeless smartphones. I get emails every day. I'm homeless. I watch you on YouTube. So I don't know. And listen, of course there's 1% that don't. And that's what's always fascinating to me. The 1% that populates, like, what about my aunt? I'm like, cool, I get it. But I'm trying to address 99.9% of people. And the garage sale thing's been huge. By the way, huge. I have tens of thousands of tweets, emails, DMs, messages from people over the last 100 days who are completely inspired by the show and are making significant money. And significant comes in all forms. Do you know what it's like to make an extra $200 a month when you're not doing well financially? Huge. Like it matters. It's also fun for 50% of people. Like that's the.
Well, I watch the videos and I'm watching you like go and you're picking up these stuffed animals. And do you know what this is gonna sell for? $40, $50,
and $7. I get pumped. Like buying something for $25, selling it for $11 on eBay. With the fees, with all the bullshit that everybody makes fun of me in the comments for, what about the gas, all that, like, I'm still like, I made $6. I bought it for $25, I sold it for $11, net $6, or I could be off of my couch right now watching Netflix. Like, if you complain and you're unhappy, I will spend my career suffocating the living shit out of you.
Step number 2, invest in yourself with Warren Buffett.
Generally speaking, investing in yourself is the best thing you can do. Anything that improves your own talents. Like nobody can take it away from you. They can run up huge deficits and the dollar can become worth far less. You can have all kinds of things happen. But if you've got talent yourself and you've maximized your talent, you've got a terrific asset. And so that doesn't mean everybody should go to college, but it does mean that any way you find to improve, communication skills are enormously important. I mean, I took a Dale Carnegie course that I paid $100 for, and it was worth a college degree. At least I thought it was. Maybe this interview will convince people otherwise.
Also, if you want to have confidence like Gary Vee, Warren Buffett, Dan Lok, and others, check out my 254 Confidence series. It's free. The link is in the description below.
The reason people don't put themselves in a position to fail, the reason people aren't patient, is they value other people's opinions too much.
It's important to associate with people that are better than yourself.
After you practice martial art, you develop this natural self-confidence. Not cockiness, but you develop this natural self-confidence.
Step number 3, master marketing with Joe Polish.
I was a dead broke carpet cleaner, living off credit cards, working hard, struggling, doing a good job, operating with integrity, really cared, but there's no relationship between being good and getting paid. Right. And so until you actually learn how to sell what it is that you're whatever it is, service business, internet business, being an author, speaker, doctor, it doesn't matter. You're in the marketing business, and in the marketing business, you're in really the relationship business.
Yeah.
How you can either be a transaction, marketer, or you can be a relationship marketer. And there's always, as you know, there's always more money in relationships. And I grew up incredibly shy, incredibly introverted, so I'm kind of like a introvert that learned how to talk to people, because if you don't, nothing happens.
Right.
And I think marketing is the most important thing. Just like hold your breath for 3 minutes and see how well you do. Hold it for 5 minutes, hold it for 10 minutes. You can't, you'll die. Marketing is like that for business. If people's businesses are struggling, if their missions, and this is not just business entrepreneur, this is every area of your life. If you have a partner, you did some sort of marketing. There's something you did to meet the person, position yourself. So to answer the question, selling is what you do when you're on the phone or face-to-face with somebody. Marketing is what you do to get someone on the phone or face-to-face with you so that they're properly positioned. So the word positioning is really critical. So by the time that they actually talk with you or visit your store or go to your website or see you speak, they're pre-interested, pre-motivated, pre-qualified, and predisposed to do business with you. And I've said that a million times, and I drilled that into my head. It's all about pre-interested, pre-motivated, pre-qualified, predisposed. And if people are set up that way, the whole job of selling is much easier. Frankly, if you have to rely on talking someone into something, then you just aren't doing any marketing.
Step number 4, execute on ideas immediately with Dan Lok.
Most people, they let their ego get in the way of success. It's very easy. You notice people say, I know that. Well, you don't know shit. You do not know it. How do you know when you know something? If you don't live it, you don't know it. So those 3 words are very, very dangerous, and they destroy your potential, they destroy your success. Why? Because the minute you say, I know that, your brain shuts down. You're not listening anymore. And you're like, okay, I know that, I don't need to listen any further. You're not paying attention. So what, you know it. So what that you know it. It's not about knowing it. I could tell you this, I am not an original thinker. Let me just tell it to the whole world. I am not an original thinker. There's nothing new about what I do. Everything I learned from Napoleon Hill, other successful entrepreneurs, Think and Grow Rich, proven masters from the past, my mentors. There is absolutely nothing new about what I say and about what I do. I am a synthesizer. I take different ideas, I put it together. The only difference between me and everybody else is I don't say, I know that. What do I say? I say, I use that. I use that. Those 3 words are much more powerful than I say, I know that. Because when I use it, I own it. It is mine. Instead of everybody else, they're thinking of the ideas, they're learning about it, I know that. No, you know what? I ask, how can I use that? How can I use that? How can I use that? I implement. The only difference between me and everybody else, I can execute it better than most people. I use it better than most people. That's the only difference. Instead of you just watching a video, you watch 50, 100 videos, you don't use shit. I can use one video, I can read one book, I can take ideas and I can implement, execute immediately, and I execute well. That's the only difference.
And step number 5, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is expand your network with Grant Cardone.
Expand your network. Okay, Jim Rohn said you are the equivalent of the 5 people you spend most time with. Folks, if you don't have your money right, the people you should spend your time with is customers. Not your family, not your friends, unless your friends are buying from you, your family's buying from you. You should spend the 5 people you spend your time with every day should be different people. They should be customers. After that, to create a network, you need to expand outside of your zip code. You need new friends. You need to collaborate with people. You need new connections, new ideas. That's why this mastermind that we're doing, the boot camp I'm doing, in 10 days? You're going to meet 300 people. That it will be as valuable to meet the people in the room, how they think, how they operate, how they act, what they're doing, what's working, what's not working. Expand a network, okay? You do not need more time with your family. You need less time with your family and more time with a bigger family. My wife and I always talk about let's expand our family beyond the people that we were born with. I need new ideas. I need new think. I need to know about new parts of the world, new expansion.
Now I've got a special bonus clip with Ty Lopez on how to sell simple household items, but before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Let's go from just watching another video to taking action. Here we go. Question number 1, what idea do you need to act on immediately? Number 2, what step will you take this week to invest in yourself? And number 3, how will you expand your network this month?
Okay, how do I make money online? People always ask me how I make money, and I thought I'd just show you some actual screenshots on my phone on different products, different businesses I have. Here's today, one of my companies here, $17,384 today alone. Made $715,000 in the last month. Selling simple household items. You know I like books. That's how much I sold in books. And I got another company. You know I like glasses. So we sell glasses, sleep glasses. I'll show you a little screenshot of that one. This is a Shopify. This month it sold $17,000. Today it's done $1,300. There's an airplane coming in. Let me give you a tour. And I'm gonna share with you 4 simple steps that you can get started making money online today. Now, you're not gonna start out making $700,000 a month like I'm doing. It took me a while to build up, but I'm telling you, it's easier to start now than it's ever been, because when I got started, you didn't have Shopify. Amazon wasn't easy to sell on. You didn't have Stripe to collect credit card number, to collect and process payment. I'm gonna show you the 4 ways to get started, if you want, within 24 hours making money online. Now, like I said, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but trust me, there's simple household items around your house. $700,000 in the last month I've sold of books and book-related things, educational stuff. More. This is just one business. You could sell, I know people selling candles, making 100 grand. I know guys selling candles, I think they're gonna make a couple $1 million. Everywhere you look. So step number 1 to making money online, find a household item that's interesting to you. That's step number 1. Find a simple household item that's related to what you do on a day-to-day basis. Like I said, I sold what did I sell in glasses? 1,300 today. And then this is just not showing Amazon. Amazon did about $3,000 or $4,000 a day, so about $5,000 a day. And I also do stuff related to sleeping well, because everybody's got a bed and got to sleep. Step number 2, decide if you want to sell using a website that you can build on Shopify, ClickFunnels, or you can just use Amazon. You need to decide between those 3. Step number 3, okay, you got to connect them and you got to get a way to collect money. So you can either use Stripe, Braintree, or if you sell on Amazon, they have built-in, you can process through them. I don't recommend PayPal as your only source. Sometimes, depends. Step number 4, once you got those, is you need to white label the products. So you don't want to have to create, like if you want to sell glasses, or if you want to sell cosmetics, or if you want to sell tables, you don't want to actually manufacture them, at least not to start. So there's a simple way that you can use what's called white labeling or drop shipping to take products that people have and put your own label and brand on it. With that said, you can be up and going with those 4 steps. Literally, if you start early enough today, you can do it today. Be up and running. Now, like I said, you gotta get sales, but that comes if you know how to do it. Amazon literally has, I forget how many sales a day, 80 million sales a day, different items sold. So if you can do well in the Amazon ecosystem, people will find you, especially if you know how to rank there. For some of you, you might be intimidated by trying to make, $715,000 a day. By the way, we've been making money while we were on this walk. While we were on this walk, made a couple $100 in the last couple of minutes. That's the beauty, by the way, of selling online. I call it robotic income. Like, robot never gets tired. It just does the work. If you build a website correctly using Shopify or ClickFunnels or Amazon, they never get tired. Those servers run. As long as there's electricity, they're running. And one of the cool things, if you want to make 100 grand a year, a lot of people think it's hard to make 100 grand a year. It is if you have a 9-to-5 job, because you're only working 8 hours a day, but a robot never gets tired. Robotic income, there's no end. It can run 24 hours a day. Did you know to make $100,000 a year, pull out a calculator and do the math. Let me show you. $100,000 a year, okay? Right there. Divided by 365 days, because a website can work nonstop, is $273 a a day, right? 100 divided by 365 days. Then how many days are there? Hours in a day? You only got to make $11.41 an hour. $11.41 an hour. You're making $100,000 a year.
If you want to learn 7 ways to make money while you sleep, go check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
You want to create something that is meaningful and that lasts. Now, if that's your mindset and your approach, then these 7 things are going to help you be able to make more money